Okay, another next in the list of 48 things that help us Kinyanei Torah. We did share, I mentioned at the beginning of every class that Noach Weinberg says these are 48 paths. Obviously, every path needs to be adjusted to your goal in mind. And the goal over here, we're talking about greatness in Torah knowledge. But these are 48 paths that help you in any area. In every area, these are attitudes, these 48 that allow you to achieve success and mastery in that which you want. If you want success and mastery in Shalom Bayit, if you want success and mastery in business, if you want success and mastery in a certain sport, whatever it is, these are paths, attitudes that allow one to achieve that. So now we are up to Belev Tov, a good heart. A good heart. Now that's quite simple, but a little bit troublesome. Work. No, it's not troublesome. It's just a little bit work. It's not, as it happens, it's not hard that much at all. What it needs is to realize that we are here to see what positive we could impact in this world. Chazal tell us that a child is born with no Yetzirah Tov, it's only pure Yetzirah. Right? As they grow, they get Yetzirah Tov. Right? You hear by children, and sometimes I see the pain in their face. Right? They're not missing anything, they're happy. But all of a sudden, oh, he got a bigger piece of cake than me. What do you mean? You were just so happy with your piece of cake. You didn't lose anything. What do you care? No. Their whatever it is threatens me.
Cake.
Or whatever it is. Bigger cake, you spend more time with them.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Threatened? They feel threatened?
Somehow he threatens them. Now, whether it's because they translate it as my parents love him more than me. He or she is their favorite child. I think that's the threat to them. That's the threat to them.
Get a smaller portion of the pie.
Right. But it's not the size of the portion. The size of the portion is just fine with me. It's just fine. But he got better, or she got better. Right? Now, by children, you understand that. But as we grow, we need to work a little bit on Lev Tov. Lev Tov means that I have no problem whatsoever. Not only I don't have a problem, I really am interested in good to others. Says Orchot Tzadikim, a real Jew really has joy in others' success. Has joy in others' success. And we see sometimes, Baruch Hashem, people that really have overcome this. It's a very, very childish Yetzer Hara. I think if we work on it, it's easy to really grow. But Baruch Hashem, I see sometimes people who are happy with the success of even their competitors. Their competition, right? There is enough out there. Obviously, it has to start coming from realization that, look, I will get what I will get. It has nothing to do with others. My success will depend on my effort, will depend on how I do, will depend on all that. Now, again, we never say, and Chazal don't say that a person should be naive, a person should be, right, to sarichot. No, we're not talking that he should take abuse. But if it's fair, and the other person is getting success, it's really not at your cost. Why should it bother us? Why do we feel threatened if somebody became a multi-millionaire and I'm only just a millionaire? And he became a billionaire. Why is it at all any difficulty? That comes from the fact that there is no lev tov. A person, I've said this before, a person should have, you know what Rabbi Goldberg, Shlomo Goldberg of Eliyahu said this. He said that his father was very handy. He was a very, very handy man. See something broken, he would fix it right away. So we would go on a vacation, we were in a hotel at night. So late at night we get to the hotel, the closet doesn't open good. So he would get his tools out and fix the closet door and whatever. It's like, we'll be gone tomorrow morning. You're here for one night. What do we care about the closet door? So he said he had a motto. Always leave any place in a better condition than when you came in. It should be better when you leave than before you came. So Rabbi Goldberg himself said that should be our motto when we meet people. Leave them in a happier mood, in a better mood, in a everything. Then you have to. Yeah, we have to have that truly. Again, is that deep, deep desire to be nice to everybody, to be good.
You shouldn't feel, or you should control the feeling.
Well, once you start controlling feeling, you start feeling the other way. See, we humans, Ramchal says, yeah, go on.
Yeah,
It's
what?
difficult, but remember this, what Ramchal says. Ramchal says, anything you do externally, it eventually becomes your nature and you'll do it eternally. This is the key to all of Kol HaTorah Kula. Kol HaTorah Kula, the difference between Torah and perhaps some other ideologies is that this is who I am, I'm an angry person. You start working on it, you start controlling it. So in the beginning, you're still an angry person, you're controlling it. But eventually, it'll become your nature.
Fake it till you make it.
Right? And do it. Why is it fake? If you didn't get angry, if you controlled it, you didn't get angry. It's not fake. But I'm saying, the point being that it is not your personality yet you feel it, but you do it enough, it becomes your personality. Says Ramcha, someone who's in nature not a Zariz. He's not a passionate person. Everything he does slowly, he's just very, a cool cucumber. So it's good to be cool sometimes. You don't want to get agitated so fast. But on the other hand, when it's time to move, it takes them you see sometimes I see with my own children. Some of them get it. Oh, today we are late for school. You gotta. But some of them, it just doesn't go. Still, it takes them a few minutes to put on one sock, to put on the other sock, and so every day on a regular basis, you wake him up a little bit earlier. But the day that something happened and you woke up later, they can't rush it. So that's also wrong. So he says, if by nature you're not that, you do it once, twice, 3 times, you see your nature will respond. We couldn't change our nature. It's a lie. Anybody says that nature cannot be changed. It could be nurtured. It could be nurtured. So, right? Again, we have to have lev tov to want to see good things with others. Right? I remember, it's a small thing, but the innocence is something we should all aspire to. One of my daughters, she was 4. She was very sensitive, very, very sensitive. Anybody who saw any story, she saw. So there was this person who used to come, a homeless person who used to live in an apartment building, used to come to the garbage can of the apartment building, the dumpster, and pick up food or whatever it is. It's a homeless person, right? So once she dropped one gum. So the mother said, we were out. So I said, go put it in the dumpster. So she's like, no, don't put it in the dumpster. Put it on top of the dumpster so when the bum comes, it's not dirty. Right? She's like, innocence comes with that's left over. That's left over. It doesn't cost me anything. It doesn't hurt me anything. Why shouldn't I want it better for anybody that I could? Why shouldn't I want it better for anybody that I could? Right? And one has that attitude of, you're here to make it better as much as I'm not the policeman for the whole world. I'm not here. But whatever I could, whatever I do, whatever is possible, whatever doesn't cost me anything. Right? Why wouldn't I want to do it? Why wouldn't I want to do it? I'm just going to say this. The Alter Salabotka says, there is no bigger mitzvah, bigger chesed than finding something that is a nuisance to public and taking care of. There is a nail in one of the shul chairs, right? It takes 1 minute, but nobody brings a hammer to bang it down. It's just, right? The one who does think of it, right? There is no comparison to chesed. Where did I just read some more? I think it's Pele US. So there was like nowadays you could find it also. There may be puddles or in East Coast where there's more rain, maybe it's more Nageya. It was muddy when people were getting to shul, whatever, on the sidewalk, it was muddy. You took a plywood, it cost $12 a piece of plywood. You took plywood and put it there for people. I mean, imagine how many suits did he save? How many people did he make happy? It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable, the chesed that he did. But the point is, it comes from Lev Tov, having that consideration for people. Yeah.
Yes, it seems like at the beginning, Rabbi said that Lev Tov is a process of learning process. You're not born with it, and just like Yetzer HaTov, you have to piece by piece build it. But
I think it's one of the easier ones, but everything in your life you have to read.
Yes, but at the
I
same
think
time,
if we tell ourselves, if we ask ourselves, don't I want to be someone who impacts this world positively? It's easy. It's not one of, in my opinion at least, it's not one of the hard Yetzer that my ego and my selfishness makes it very, very difficult. I think it's just more point of realization and application. Yes.
no, but my question is, then later on we talked about the innocence that comes to the Lev Tov. So it seems to me, I don't understand.
It's a little bit contradictory.
Yeah. So is it something that you build piece by piece, or is it in there? And
I think it's something you need to work on yourself. You need to make it aware.
so
to make
good
it
heart
so that
comes with work. It's not just you have to dust,
maybe you don't call it
remove the dust.
That's maybe it's not work, but it comes with recognition. That's true. That's what I think it is. Yes. Okay.
Okay.